Pooh, that bitch done pissed me off. She pissed me past pissivity. How you gonna talk about some damn body talking about Kevin Lemons? His big wide ass was sick. He couldn't even stand up long. He was sitting in that chair singing. And you worried about who the fuck know about him dying. He was in the musical department of the church, sweetheart. The motherfuckers don't hold shit. Do you hear me? They have a whole different section. You worried about his wife and his auntie and all them. No, girl, that motherfucker, he wouldn't even, girl, please, he wouldn't even let you sit on his dick with your ugly ass looking like Herman the damn monster.
Well, you know what? I'm with you, but you know, Mike, she came in here windmilling for talking about William did commentary. William didn't do commentary on Kevin. William did a post and he moved on.
But here's the thing, he was not the first one to do the post.
I think he probably was. Well, maybe, I don't know if it was him or Larry.
Okay. But here, I'm in Texas. So the musical departments, I can name some musicians who posted it. I can name a whole bunch of them. They were the first ones to start posting it. Then on my end, he started posting. So maybe in his department, he was the first one. But the music industry, baby, they posted it first. You know they don't hold water.
But you know
that, baby.
I wish we could get over this thing about not posting something. We are not in 1980s and the early 90s.
Okay.
We have social media. Everybody's going to post it.
Here's my position. His wife had to tell some damn body because it got out.
Right. She told somebody.
Okay. She told some damn body because the music now, and I'm gonna tell you something, Chris Pooh. I don't know if you've ever heard who you don't want to make mad is Texas. Okay. So when Houston and Dallas get it and it get on the blog, baby, in the music department, you might as well hang it up. So little girl, go eat some coochie or suck some dick. Cause what you talking about ain't hitting on shit.
You know, I guess maybe I'm missing something because
what you're missing is she wants somebody that told her Donkey Kong looking ass to come on here and fuck with you, and she didn't know she was gonna get the business. Cause I'm that mother that will tear your ass from one end of 820 to the next. You ought to be ashamed yourself.
I was like, are you coming on your own? Or are you doing this? You know, is this somebody sent you or are you doing pro bono? Girl,
anytime.
Let me just go on and say this. I am unaware. Maybe I'm missing something. But I am unaware of it being some level of issue.
It was no secret. Whomever you gotta think about that whole big ass squad he got in the front and in the back. So you know it was going to get out.
But the thing about let me say this. Let me tell you what was going on yesterday. People were speaking on behalf of his wife, telling bloggers to take it down, take out down your post. But now on today, they want bloggers to push that concert and that CashApp though. See, they pick and choose when they want to utilize bloggers. Now you want that money.
Yeah, because she didn't have no money. She didn't have no money to bury his big wide ass. So you need to shut the fuck up.
I don't know. But that was the issue. That's what people are coming in everybody's live saying they're speaking on behalf of the family. Everybody's speaking on behalf of of Kevin and his wife, I guess.
But Christy,
well, I'm gonna say this. Tiana knows me. We all were at Citadel. We was all at 1517. Ralph David Abernathy at the Citadel of Hope Evangelistic Church of God in Christ, where Superintendent Nathan Lanson Alexander Simmons was the pastor. And so, you know, after he died and all of us scattered, but we all know each other. And so I'm just...
So did you get a call yesterday? Did you get a call from her yesterday?
I didn't get a call from anybody.
Okay,
I
but
didn't
don't
get.
matter.
I have not. I have not gotten a call or any kind of, uh, uh, you know. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all know me well. I don't. I don't follow the status quo. So
you're not supposed to.
if everybody is doing something, then I back away and I don't do it. I have not. It was not important for me to mention it tonight. I didn't bring it up.
Right.
I didn't.
Which
I
is fine.
didn't. And
Which is
so
fine. It's your choice.
I don't know what the issue is.
She
I
wants
don't
some
know what
attention, baby.
and maybe
She
Chris,
wants
maybe
some
you can
attention,
enlighten
and I
me,
had to
because
give it
I
to
don't
her.
know why, or what is the level of concern or that would have people upset. I don't know what, I'm just totally
It's the
mistaken.
same
Again,
old thing. It's the
over
same old
so.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's that, they just don't want anybody that, like you said, the wife had to tell somebody. He has a huge choir. She has people around her. Somebody said it. And it doesn't matter. He's not gonna raise up from the dead because somebody posted it. Or it's not
Well,
gonna
let's try.
hurt him in any way.
Well, let's try it like this. Once the Lord come and pick you up, it's public record.
Yeah.
One, okay,
Right.
so it's nothing you can do about it. And
Right.
again, it hit Dallas and it hit Houston because I saw it all down here. I'm like, who the hell is Kevin Lemons? And then they
Yeah.
started playing music. I said, oh yeah, I know him. He's pretty cool. And then Donald Lawrence said something. I'm like, okay. So then he expunged on who he was and his art and so forth and so on. Okay, cool. But I'm looking at this man sitting in the chair. He couldn't even get up. So he had some health issues
He
all along.
was very sickly.
He
He
was
was sickly.
okay.
Well,
So
he
okay, if
had
any,
he and his father was diabetics, so but I don't want to. And see, that's what you all, and I y'all know I love both of y'all. That's what I did not want
Yeah.
this individual to push buttons and then push me into saying something that can be considered to be inappropriate or
you have
Well,
disrespectful.
you haven't
So
said
nothing,
anything.
you haven't
because
said
now
anything. I said
you
it.
don't want to necessarily
I said it.
disclose
Why don't
anybody's.
you can't press on her name and block her, William?
Because
I
she's
wish I could
unnecessary.
do
No,
it.
I don't think it's necessary
Okay.
to block. I'm not weak. It's not necessary
It's not being
to
weak.
block her.
It's
I
not
want
being
her
weak,
to be
William.
able to get all of this and to know and understand that. And I had a conversation with another Kojic mother, and people say the family. Kobe Bryant's wife Vanessa found out that her husband, Kobe Bryant, had been killed. Her and her daughter had been killed through TMZ.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And
It's
so
true.
I am not a private citizen. I am a public figure.
Mm-hmm.
I am a blogger. I am a journalist and a news source. And I break it and I say it. And if I say it, most people know that you can bet your bottom dollar on what I have said. That's my reputation.
Right.
And I'm very adamant about that. So if I said it first, just like when Kevin Nick, when my friend Kevin Nick got killed, they got upset because I articulated. I had no idea that his church members had lied and said that he died in a car accident. No, he didn't die in a car accident. He died as a result of being shot 3 or 4 times by that thug that was in the car with him that
Right.
he was smoking weed with. Okay?
Mm.
So
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's what, and he had a car accident and ran into that tree
Did he?
as a result of having been shot. So I'm not aware of, there being a concern or an issue when people of note, when you have bishops, when you have pastors, entertainers, when you have people of note and something happens, it is going to hit social media, and you cannot dictate and control anybody's page or social media at all.
At all.
You cannot control that. We are going to say, and yes, that's why that's why Dee Dee, or whatever her name is, that's why it's 1.3 thousand people on here right now, because they know what I say. And when I say it, you can bet your bottom dollar on.
And also, DD, if you're going to be mad, honey, get mad at the music department in Houston and in Dallas. And I guarantee you, when them two get together and get to tearing into your ass, you won't fuck with no goddamn body. Okay.
I don't understand what you're saying. Where is the empathy? Who has not been sympathetic?
Right.
Who has not been sympathetic? We're not
bashing him.
We're not glad that it's quite unfortunate that Kevin has expired.
It's a shock not only for his wife, and you were very compassionate about that. You said let's keep his wife and his choir and his family and friends in prayer. I mean, this is a shock. She didn't find out her husband was dead until the next day. Come on, get off the gas, little girl. Go play in the street.
And see, the thing about it, and I really didn't want to go into this. I really did not want to begin to. I'm trying to figure out if I should say this or not, because he's not in the ground yet. Okay, I'm gonna say this. You don't want to get to splitting hairs.
Right. Yeah.
You don't want to get into splitting hairs, because if you didn't find somebody, then were you watching them and aware that they were having some kind of medical issue, and you just watched them go on and then exacerbate? And
you didn't know. From what I understand from the few musicians here, he passed in his sleep. She didn't even know. That's from what I hear. That's what they have said.
Now, Harcel, have you ever been married?
And I don't plan on it. I live with someone. I lived with a kingpin for a number of years.
You was checking up.
So
when you live with him, I was checking up.
Did y'all sleep in the same bed?
Every night, baby. Every night he went out there in them streets. And let me tell you something. I got walls, so he made sure he brought his ass home, because he had to get him something. He got up in the morning.
But now,
okay, go ahead.
This is what I want to go to. If he was having a medical issue,
I'm gonna know
you were in the bed together,
I'm gonna know about it.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
gonna know about
it. Chris, I rest my case. If you in the bed, Chris, you've been married.
I've been married.
You've been married.
Yep.
Did you sleep in the bed with your wife?
I did, and my baby.
Now, if she farted,
but she knows better than that. But yes,
you would know, because you in the bed Okay.
I'm gonna take it back to when she was about to give birth. The night we went to the hospital. I was in the bed. She was tossing and turning a little bit, and I was in a deep sleep. But I heard somebody, I felt tossing and turning, and then I finally just turned around and said, "What's going on?" She says, "I don't feel right," and that was probably about 3 a.m.
Now I'm single, and I ain't never been married, and I don't think nobody want to marry.
Oh, they do.
But if we are in the bed together,
You said together.
They might not
and
be in the bed
someone
together. He
starts
might have been in the
having
living
a
room.
medical emergency, are you just that sound asleep?
Well, let me put to you like this. When at one particular night, he had been, they have to re-up every so often. Okay. And I guess they got a hold to some moonshine or whatever. And when he got back, he was so hot. And I was like, baby, what's wrong? He's like, I don't know. I got on the floor. I got beside him. I got a bucket and I laid there and I watched him. I kept cool compress on his head. I knew everything about him. When he came down with pneumonia, I knew before he knew. I knew what was going on because that's the bond I have with him. I had with him. Okay. So yes, I know exactly what's going on. Now we're not together and have not been together in a number of years. And baby, the last time I saw him, I told him, sister, you need to go to the dentist because there's something going on with your teeth. And he told me, no, I'm fine. I'm like, okay. He called back the next day and told me, yeah, I have to go to the dentist because I have a problem with a wisdom tooth. I said, see, because when you have been with a person as long as I have been with him, I can tell everything in and out about him.
And we do know that, married people do
sleep in
in
other
separate
parts of the
rooms.
house.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that happens. It
That
does happen.
happens. Yeah. And like I said, he could have been up in the den. Because he worked with music. He could have been sitting up watching TV
If he
and
was
just
there.
didn't come to bed at that
If
time.
he was there. Yeah.
Yeah, she was there. So, but the little girl
So
didn't go.
I guess maybe I'm just missing something. I don't know. I don't know why or what they want to be upset and angry about.
Usually when people start getting
I
upset.
really don't
Delivering
know.
the message.
And look, I'm going to say this to you all. And I'm going to say this to the people that are listening and the people. Do not desecrate.
Mm-hmm.
Do not desecrate the name and the contribution of this gentleman to the gospel music industry with a bunch of unnecessary BS about who posted first, second, third, or whatever. I could understand.
Well, I would say
If
this.
you all were
I have
upset.
not heard anything
Who was
negative
that?
about him.
Who was that? That. Oh, your Ernest Pugh posted and said that Sissy Houston had died,
Right.
and that was
I remember
incorrect. And people, they ate him up. I could see if I and other bloggers may have posted. There's a woman here in Atlanta that is a bona fide preacher. Her name is Dr. Carolyn Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Carolyn was working out, had a heart attack, and died. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
She died and she coded. I posted that Dr. Carolyn Knight died. Now that was true.
Yeah.
However, after the paramedics worked with her,
She came back.
they brought her back.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But that still did not negate that she had, when I posted it,
She was dead.
at that time, she had died.
Mm-hmm.
So he is unfortunately gone. I don't know what the controversy was. I did not put it in my subject.
Right.
I was not going in any kind of way speak on it or address it. I allowed you all to do that. And I just think that it's unfortunate that whomever these individuals are, you're taking away and you're desecrating his name and his legacy about some splitting hairs and, you know, some level of BS.
And for the last 2 days, it's been these insignificant people in everyone's chats with this BS. And it's
what
like,
are you upset about? Are you
stupid?
are y'all mad at Kevin because he died? I mean,
Let me tell you
what are they
ass and
upset
get glad because
about?
he ain't coming back.
Yeah.
I mean, what are they upset about, and why are you making a issue? And this is what I'm going to say to you, D, and I'm going to say this to anybody else. You all need to leave well enough alone.
Mm-hmm.
You all need to leave well enough alone, because
for the sake of
there
the
are people like myself that have real media credentials. And what you don't want to start happening is for y'all to keep alerting and making us concerned that there was some details
right
that may not be in the best of light. You don't want people to get up and start posting no medical examiner's report, because when you go to Fulton County and when you go to DeKalb County, you the medical examiner is going to make a report.
And
there
they
will
too bad
be an
that.
autopsy. Anytime somebody dies at home, there will be an autopsy done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I just think that you all need to back up, leave it alone,
Say that.
stop trying to split hairs.
Come on.
And determine whether or not the terminology of found or because then somebody else, I think, said she was with him. So if she was with him, so she was just watching him have a heart attack and die in front of her very eyes and didn't get and call for medical help. So see, so leave well enough alone. Because before me and other bloggers start digging and trying to find out intimate details, he's gone, and we are most sorry, and we offer our condolences.
It will forever sing his music.
Be done with it, and celebrate him, and celebrate his music and his contribution, and be done with that. All of this splitting hair, don't desecrate Kevin. Don't crucify him. The Bible said, don't crucify him in a fresh. Don't crucify him. Don't have people looking and wondering and speculating and all of that. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. The man is gone.
That's right.
Yeah,
Am I talking right? I'm just,
right.
you know, I'm just, and I don't know who. No one has, you know, contacted me or said anything, and I doubt anybody will. But
they won't. They won't.
I don't understand it. and she, you know, wanted to come on here and wanted to be acknowledged or whatever, and I don't get it. I do not I don't get it. And if you bereave, you ain't got time.
No. You don't have time
Well,
to be worrying about
here's the deal.
posts.
Here's the deal. She probably don't even know him, and they probably don't even know her. She just wants to get in on them getting in. That's all I can say.
Well, what I'm saying, like he said, well, if you bereave, even as the wife, you don't care what people are posting. Let me tell you, I wouldn't care if my daughter died or my mom died. I don't care who's trying to beat me to the punch of posting it. I'm grieving my loved one. I just don't care. Why does it matter who posted what? Yeah, what's the official announcement? Why does it have to be an official announcement? Did Barbara Walters' family tell TMZ and everybody else to take it down?
No.
No.
And he said 6 words. It's always us. It's got to start shit. Come on, sit down somewhere.
We do have a problem, and I see that. I have some friends, and we have a couple of people that we know, and we always tease within each other. It's like they are the Grim Reaper. They have to be the first one to post when somebody died. They just like get their kick, and they're always windmilling if somebody else posted something first and it didn't come from the family. They're really in the thick of it, windmilling, and I'm like, why is it so important? If they did, they did.
They do that in Kojic all the time.
Yeah.
We just went through that with Derek Hutchins, and it's not the family. The family, half of y'all, these niggas don't even deal with their family.
Don't even deal with them. Don't care. Don't care.
Tell me nothing about your family.
Did you ever find the fight on video?
And then if you want to say, we want to wait and make sure that the family is informed. Okay, well, they saw it on social media. They're informed.
They're informed. They're informed.
Now you wasn't aware. Now you aware. You went to Sir Williams' page, and if you wasn't aware, now you aware. Now you were informed. Everybody is dutifully and properly informed.
Yeah. Now go grieve.
I don't get it. I don't know. And I didn't want to deal with it because I don't want to say anything that would be interpreted and considered to be, inappropriate or disrespectful or what have you. And it's been so, I don't know. I don't understand why anybody is upset. I could understand for a bit when Kevin Nick got killed and they were upset about that, and again, I didn't know that those people had lied. I didn't know that they had lied. I didn't know that they, and the boy, the fool, Jermaine or whatever the boy's name is, didn't even last a year at Kevin's church and raised all that hell and all of that drama, and he didn't even talking about he was trying to be the adjutant general, whatever it was that the faggot was trying to be. The boy didn't even stay at the church a year, and I had no idea. They called me. I got the information first. They called me and informed me that my friend and my brother had been shot. A water boy, a thug, killed him.
And that was his adjutant.
No.
Okay.
His adjutant was upset that I had posted and said that he had been shot. And see, the thing about it was they had lied and was telling some of the members, because see, they didn't want it to come out that he was smoking weed, and that he was in a questionable situation, a precarious situation, just like Wanda Frazier, Wanda Davis Turner, okay, when her husband got killed in that park because that nigga hit him in the head.
Well, you know what, William? He didn't get killed in the park. He survived that. He
survived that.
He did survive that. Bishop Wayne Davis.
Right.
But what was bound up in him didn't survive. He didn't survive that.
So none of that kind of stuff is a part of this scenario.
Right.
None of that is a part of this scenario.
They said too many
and they're making it a deal. Now, if he had died in some questionable or precarious way, like Derek Favors.
Right.
Derek Favors died
in a motel room.
In a trap.
In a trap house motel.
With a hallucinogen drug.
With some poppers.
With a hallucinogen drug in his hand.
Off of Markenberg Lane, huh?
And he, come on, down, with his head down and his ass up.
And all of them men that was with him had left him there to die.
They let him there to die, and he died naked with that stuff, with that hallucinating drug in his hand, and the other hand had the sex toy. Oh, y'all don't like this kind of teaching. And then Herman Murray, with that one eye, had to stand over him and try to preach him into heaven.
They love to do that.
I don't know why.
Love that. They love that.
That's just like how, what's his name? What's the man's name? The one in Florida, Orlando.
Oh, Timms.
Yes. Zachary
Timms.
Zachary died in that hotel room with that dope.
Full of cocaine or whatever.
And then his mama, I was down there, and then his mama said that she didn't see, if it ain't no foul play, it ain't nothing to hide.
Ain't nothing to hide. Right.
Mama said, then she wanted to get the stuff, the documents sealed. Well, the mere fact that you want it sealed is letting you know that you want to hide something.
You hiding something. Yes.
So I think that I haven't been contacted. I know, or I have heard whispers that other people were contacted. I think you all should leave that alone. Do not overshadow this gentleman's unfortunate passing with conjecture, innuendo, rumor, and with people being upset. I think that you all are if you all are emotional and you're upset that, he unfortunately has passed away.
Yeah, and keep it there.
But for the people that, have posted or blogged or, and whatever, what are you mad about? What are you? See, the thing, we make choices. I made a choice that I was going to be a blogger. So when your life is public, your life is public. You don't have the thing that private citizens have anymore. You just don't have that. He's a known recording artist, and and unfortunately he passed, and when and just like when I posted and Jessica was mad that the world found out first that Jessica Delano Ellis was dead because of me. Now, if she was such a loving daughter, she didn't have time to be worried about what I had posted about him being dead. And then when they did do the official announcement, just like Shelley and other folks say, well, but Craig, they won't even put a date on when he actually died,
right?
Because they refuse for you to be right. They don't want you to be right.
So they just gonna say he died. One day he died.
That's what they say. If you go back and look at the things that Sabrina put out, it did not have the actual date of when he died on there on the announcement.
And so, see, the thing about that,
I don't know what the lady is upset about. I just don't know where anybody could be mad.
And when, like you said, you chose to be a blogger. You knew that being a blogger or a public figure will put your life out there. You would be out there in the public. You can't pick and choose your fame. You can't pick and choose when you want to be popular and when you don't want to be popular. It's just out there. Kevin Lemons was a public figure. He was a well-known, he did great music. So a lot of people knew who he was. So trying to, pigeonhole a scenario or a death notice, you can't do it. Like you said, somebody told it. If she was with him when he was there, she told somebody.
She had to call 911.
Yeah. And those people, church folks work everywhere. And church people work everywhere.
So, and let me tell you something, baby. Anybody can get a scanner.
Upset about. You say what, baby?
Anybody can get a police scanner if they want one. Yeah. You just got to know who to talk to. So that would have been it. Once she called 911, boo boo, it was public notice. Shut up, little girl. Go sit down. Go dig in your tail. Do something. Just get away from me.
That's right. Yeah. Right.
But you have EMTs who are church folk. You have hospital people. I mean, people, and they see somebody, just text it. They dead.
No, it's not. Go to the site.
Yeah. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It's absolutely unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I hate that for him. I hate that for his members and his wife and his family. But he had beautiful bodies of work that he produced. Well, I mean, he reproduced because they were already produced. But he was really good at what he does.
I'm not gonna have to do anything.
Right. Yeah. So.
Okay. Yeah, so the whole thing is just really is it's like I said, it's just really untimely and unfortunate. Yeah, but anyway,
all right.
I appreciate everybody for being on. And
we want you all to.
What's up,
we want you all to remember that in order for him to bring commentary to us weekly, daily. It takes money. Yeah. It takes money. His CashApp is pinned as well as his Zelle. Please be a blessing to him as he has been a blessing to us. Now, he can't go and talk to these. He can't go sit down on the court, and he's the only blogger that I know of. In fact, he's the only blogger that I have ever heard tell of going down on the basketball court. See, they're not going to let him come down there smelling like Pepe Le Pew. He's got to be dressed clean and have everything nice and clean. And everything has to be in order. When he's sitting up talking to these people. He has to have everything intact, and it takes money. It takes money for gasoline. It takes money for food. It takes money for where he lives at. So let's be a blessing to him, please, if you
Your
don't mind.
support is greatly appreciated.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
I'm
Amen.
gonna go. It's 1 o'clock, y'all here. So I really appreciate everybody, and I appreciate y'all.
I see y'all.
See you later.